What's going on YouTube? It's another episode of Vaping with the Dragon. Vapor Dragon 77 here with you. Today we're going to be doing a review on the, let me grab it real quick, Liquid Sunshine 214. I don't know what the 214 is, but I picked this up in Palm Coast, Florida. I'm now in Houston, Texas, going to college. It's a local brick and mortar juice from the guys at E-Cig's Best Smokers on US Highway 100. It's actually, I think, Benell, but it's Palm Coast for the most part. This 120 ml bottle cost me $55 with a $5 discount. Normally it's $60. They do run specials on their juices for 10 ml bottles of juice. They're $5.99 a piece. Or you can get 3 bottles for $15 even, well, plus tax. The juices that they have in their location are all mixed on-site. The gentleman that I spoke with, who is a co-owner of the shop, assured me that he uses an 80-20 PG or VG over PG ratio, so it's 80% VG, 20% PG. And he uses 10% VG-based flavors. I know he uses a lot more flavor than some of the other juices that I've tried, which lends credence to the reason why his flavors in his juices are so good. Today we're going to be doing a review on this juice here. It's his cinnamon churro juice. The juice that's in this bottle right here is the same exact juice. I've let it steep for an entire week. I even threw it in a bowl of boiling hot water and let it sit until it was cool with the cap off. Kind of steeped it a little bit, help it along its way. So let's get into it. Got the Meraxis and the Nimbus V5 clone today. Running a dual coil, micro coil build with sugar and cream cotton yarn. Bought at Michael's. I couldn't find peaches and cream. I know Mike over at Vape Happy, and I think he's part of the Cali Vapors clique. He suggests the peaches and cream. Purchased at Walmart, but the Walmarts in my area just don't carry it for some reason. So now that we've juiced up our wicks, let's give it a try here. Not bad. I get a hint of cinnamon, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of vanilla. There's a cream in there somewhere too. I'm not sure if it's whipped cream or if he's using like a Bavarian cream or a Boston cream flavored juice. I know he mixes everything on location, mixes it up by the 5-gallon barrel, or the 5-gallon bucket, I think. He's got nicotine test strips, and he can custom, he does 3, so he does 3, 6, or he does 0, 3, 6, 12, 18, 24, and I believe he does all the way up to 36 milligram nicotine. I can't imagine hitting 36. I started out with 24 2 months ago, and I'm all the way down to a 3. I had him custom mix this bottle. He gave me the last of his batch because it wasn't even ready to steep. So far he's having problems with this liquid. The problem being that it's so good that he just can't let it steep. And this shop pre-steeps all of their juices, so you don't have to steep it. They're good. They're vapable right out of the bottle. Of course, anything, you know, like wine, anything with time, you know, to steep is going to get better with age. But when I first tried it, a week and a half ago, before I left Palm Coast, it was good. Oh, but it's 5 times better now. Oh, it's so good. The cinnamon is very mild. It's almost just a hint of cinnamon, and it tastes exactly like a cinnamon churro that you'd get from a Mexican restaurant, or, you know, down here around Houston, and probably up in, I know they've got them up in Fort Worth and Dallas, the little taco trucks that, you know, post up outside the little bars and cantinas and stuff. And some of those I found churros, and man, the churros here in Texas are really good. Especially if you get ones that are made, off the taco trucks. I feel that Mexican food off the truck is a whole lot more authentic than, Taco Bell. Of course, Taco Bell ain't nothing but Mexican food cooked by white people. It's Mexican inspired, but it's not Mexican food. Let's face it. Taco Bueno is better, but not so much. Not much better. But overall, this juice is really good. Am I glad I purchased it? Hell yeah, I'm glad. I love churros. The vapability of it, the throat hit is very mild. If you're wanting more of a throat hit, I would suggest you up your nicotine in this. The nicotine will give you a little bit more of a throat hit, a little bit more of a burn. Vapor production is really good. Like I said, it's a flavor that grows on you. The longer you let it sit, the better it's going to get. So don't try not to vape. If you get it and it's not pre-steeped, let it sit for a little bit. You let it sit for a week, and it's really going to bring out the flavors and all the different complexity of the juice. I detect a little bit of brown sugar in there. Like I said, the cream, I'm not sure what type of cream, but it mimics the cream filling that's on the inside of a churro. But the cinnamon and sugar the cream is almost an aftertaste. And of course, exhaling through your nose helps too. Since our sense of smell is, so heavily influenced by our nose. Like I said, taste and flavor subjective. Not everybody's sense of taste or smell is going to be the same for that matter. So, I'll leave it up to the individual user as to what you can personally bring out of it. But would I purchase it again? Fuck yeah. I'd purchase this again in a heartbeat. As a matter of fact, y'all send me a 5-gallon bucket of this shit. I'll vape the fuck out this. It's definitely an all-day vape for me. The only thing that I have noticed about this juice that is a bad thing, and it's only mildly annoying, is most of the juices that they carry won't gunk up your coils. This, on the other hand, for some reason, it will gunk up your coils a little bit. It leaves a little bit of almost like a charcoal type stuff on the coil itself. Let me see if I can get... Let me see if I can get some to scrape off here for you so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. I find myself having to re-wick this fairly consistently. Wipe it on something white so you can see what I'm talking about, because you're not going to be able to see it on the end of this. Let's see. I noticed the last time when I had my dual flat bastard build in here, it gunked up tremendously. But then again, that was a .328 build. This one's clocking in at a modest like .9. There we go. There's a little bit. I mean, it's not bad, but it does affect your flavor after a little bit. Let's go ahead and pop this cap back on here. I flooded this Addy a little bit, so I mean it gurgles just a little bit through the air holes. But I've got my coils and my wicking lifted up off the deck, and my leads are actually not through the holes of the Addy, but they're wrapped around the top screws. And I find that raising up your coils and your wicking like this allows you to get air under your wicks and around it too. So the vapor production is a lot better. The flavor is a lot more intense. By moving that coil and wick set up, you're also increasing the temperature of your vape because it gets it closer to the mouthpiece. All in all, it's a win. 2 thumbs up, guys. Good job. E6's best smokers in Palm Coast, Florida. Keep up what you're doing, man. You're doing really, really well. And that's it. That's all I got for this review. Stay vaping, folks. That's really what it's all about. Staying off them stinkies and not having your mouth taste like an ashtray. Till next time, Vapor Dragon 77.